All right, today we're jumping into a really interesting investment blueprint. We're talking about a high-tech strawberry farm designed to completely take over Dubai's luxury food scene. We're going to break down the brand, the tech, and most importantly, how it actually makes money. So let's get into it.
So let me ask you something. Could you actually sell just 6 strawberries for 50 bucks? Sounds crazy, right? But it's not some hypothetical. There's a company in New York, Oshi, that built a $50 million business doing exactly that. They basically created the Tesla of strawberries. And what that proves is that a super high-quality, locally grown berry, well, it's not just food, it's a luxury good with huge margins. And that's exactly the mindset we need to be in here.
Okay, get this. Right now in the UAE, a massive 85 to 90% of all strawberries are imported. Think about what that means. They're picked when they're still green, shipped for days, losing flavor the whole time. So that number, it's not just a statistic, it's a wide open door. It's a huge, untapped market just crying out for a fresh, local, and way better alternative.
So, with that massive opportunity on the table, how do you actually jump on it? Well, it all starts with creating a brand that screams premium quality, the very thing that's missing from the market today.
And that brand is called LaVida. It's Spanish for the life, and it's all about freshness, energy, that premium lifestyle vibe. The promise is super simple, but really powerful. We're going to deliver a strawberry that's grown for flavor, not for a long-haul flight. That alone makes it a totally different, superior product. And we're aiming straight for the top. The high-end hotels, the fancy restaurants, and the customers who know quality when they taste it and are absolutely willing to pay for it.
But look, you can't just make a premium promise like that without the tech to back it up, right? That's the real foundation of the whole thing. And it's not just about saying we grow indoors. It's about choosing the absolute best way to do it. So the first big decision you have to make is your growing system. Now, you hear a lot about things like NFT or aeroponics, and they're cool. But for commercial strawberries, especially in a hot climate like Dubai's, substrate-based systems are the proven winners. Why? Well, they handle the heat way better. They give you a much more stable environment for the roots, and honestly, there's a much lower risk of a total crop wipeout if the power flickers. It's really the industry standard for a reason. It's just the most reliable, high-yield way to go. Okay, so we've decided on substrate, but we can go even deeper. When you look at what to grow in, you're basically choosing between cocoa coir and rockwool. And the research here is pretty clear. For strawberries, cocoa coir gives you yields that are just as good, if not better than rockwool. Plus, it promotes really healthy plant growth and keeps the chemistry way more stable over the long run. So, doing this homework up front means the whole farm is built on the strongest, most productive foundation you can get. All right, so the tech is sorted, the foundation is solid, but what does a normal day at LaVida Farms actually look like? Let's walk through the process, because this is how you guarantee that top-tier quality day in and day out.
The daily workflow is like a carefully choreographed dance. First thing, you're checking the climate and irrigation. The temperature has to be perfect, between 18 and 24 degrees Celsius with just the right humidity. Then comes pollination. You can do it by hand, but honestly, bumblebees are the real pros here. They're way more efficient and give you perfectly formed berries. Then, the most crucial part, harvesting. This is all done by hand, very carefully, every 2 or 3 days, picking only the berries that are at their absolute peak. And finally, you have packaging. The berries are sorted, and then they go into these custom-branded LaVida packs that not only protect them, but keep that premium look and feel all the way to the customer.
Okay, let's get to the part everyone's been waiting for. The numbers, the financial blueprint. We're going to break down the startup costs, your CapEx, and the monthly running costs, the OpEx, and then we'll see how that all leads to real profit. So, to get a professional farm of about 300 to 400 square meters off the ground, you're looking at an initial investment, the CapEx, of somewhere between 350,000 and 600,000 dirhams. Now, the big ticket items here are what you'd expect: the high-performance LED lights and a really robust HVAC system. You absolutely need that to control the climate in Dubai year-round. This is that one-time cost to build the engine that's going to make money later. All right, now let's talk about the monthly running costs, or OpEx. We're estimating that'll be between 75,000 and 88,000 dirhams a month. And what's driving that? Well, 2 main things: labor, for all that careful hand-picking and packing, and of course, electricity to run the lights and the AC. These are the recurring costs you'll have to produce these incredible berries every single month. Okay, so we have the costs. Now, for the fun part, the profit. And this is where it gets really interesting. Once you're up and running at full capacity, a 300 square meter farm can pull in a net profit of about 13,000 dirhams a month. Not bad.
But watch what happens when you scale up just a little bit, to 400 square meters. Because a lot of your costs are fixed, that monthly profit more than triples to 44,000 dirhams. That right there shows you just how powerful and scalable this business model really is. And you're probably wondering, how long does it take to get to that point? Well, the timeline is pretty fast, actually. The first 3 months are all about setup and getting those first berries growing. By months 4 to 6, you're really scaling up production. And by month 7 or 8, the whole operation should hit break even. That means by the end of year 1, you're looking at stable, predictable monthly profits. It's a really rapid path to getting a return on your investment.
So we've seen the numbers and they look great. But let's bring it all back to the brand. What is it about LaVida that justifies the premium price and actually drives that profitability we just saw? What's the secret sauce?
First and foremost, it's about freshness, and I mean truly unmatched freshness. Think about it. Imported berries are picked so they can survive a long trip. Ours are picked at the perfect moment of ripeness for maximum flavor. They can go from our farm to a chef's kitchen in Dubai in just a few hours. This isn't just a little bit better, it's a whole different class of product. The taste, the smell, imports just can't compete, period.
The second big selling point is sustainable innovation. We can produce these amazing berries all year long, doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. And we do it using 90% less water than traditional farming, with almost 0 food miles. This isn't just a feel-good thing. It's a powerful story for the brand that really clicks with today's high-end customers who care about where their food comes from.
And number 3 is what I'd call advanced optimization. Because our farm is a completely controlled environment, it becomes a platform for constant improvement. Here's a great example. We can add supplemental CO2 into the air. That one change can boost our yields by 20 to 30%. Think about that. That's a huge jump in profits, and we don't even have to build a bigger farm. It's all about getting smarter and more efficient.
So, at the end of the day, what is LaVida? It's the perfect mix of cutting-edge tech, super tight operations, and a real passion for amazing flavor. It's all about setting a totally new standard for what luxury produce means in the UAE. It's truly life in every bite.
So there you have it. The opportunity is massive, the plan is solid, and the market is absolutely ready. This is about more than just growing strawberries. This is about cultivating the very future of luxury food in Dubai. The only question left is, are you ready to be a part of it?